This coverage is brought to you by RAMIRENT.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to some more disc golf media coverage. We're coming here with the fourth stop on the European Pro Tour at the 2022 Estonian Open. We've got round 2, back 9, MPO lead card coverage. I'm Tony Ferro.
And with him, Connor Wood. Super excited to see we have beautiful scoring conditions today, about 18 degrees Celsius and little to no winds. This lead card really now heating up with a little bit of trickiness in the front 9. They ended strong, and I think they're going to carry that through to the slightly easier back 9.
No doubt. We saw Lauri has extended his lead to 4 strokes now. Started with 2, now's got 4 over Henna, Rudna, Niklas, and Jensen Nieminen. But the rest of the pack is not far behind. There's still a lot of golf left, and this is the Birdie Fest back 9.
And Lauri is still bogey-free. That might be the difference in those 4 strokes there, as we see hole 10.
All right, let's get it into hole 10. Shorter, par 3, 81 meters. Couple gaps to hit off the tee. Pretty big, though, pretty wide open for this course, let's say. Righties, if you got it, sidearm would be the shot of choice. Otherwise, backhand turnover is also very possible. This is a must get on this course. I'm just gonna say it.
You say it faster than I. You are right. This was the easiest hole on the course statistically, both rounds. Yesay up first with that same orange button approach disc. Beautiful little flat, and then highs are out. Fantastic shot.
Yeah, this is his bread and butter hole, I would say. I'm sure he has gotten that every time he threw it. Can't ask for too much better than that. Niklas up next, looking to match the line.
I like those spectators in the blue and red back there. Perfect spot to aim at.
Oh, yeah.
And he does just that. Straight at them. Fades it out. Even closer than Yesay's. That's good stuff.
No doubt. That was very nice ground play. Lauri coming in with a justice. Super overstable mid-range.
You think he's flexing?
Oh, flexing for sure. Soft flexor.
That's a flex, all right.
Ooh, but a little bit of leakage. That'll put him to about 5 meters. Worst of the group so far. You could do better.
A characteristic. So mean. So mean. That was a great throw. That is the characteristic finish, though, of a super overstable disc that Lauri got there.
Ooh, that might have been a little too much flexing from Hjalte. And that'll put him at about 7 meters. A little tester, but I'm smelling star frame. I think these boys got it.
Everyone in the circle. They're 10 holes into the second round now. Had some good time to get their game going. And the putts are flowing.
Ooh,
as Hjalte
baby.
drops that birdie in. Beautiful start on hole 10 here. Hardest putt putting it in.
And Hjalte getting another stroke back from that unfortunate front 9. Lauri continuing birdie fest, going 5 down for the round. Keep it
He's
going,
not letting
boy.
that one escape him. Our leader there going to cash that all day. We see Niklas here to do the same.
A little formality, bullseye tap-in, maybe just outside the bullseye. But Yesay is for sure in the bullseye.
Oh, and I called Niklas as being closer than Yesay, but we see Yesay putt first there, so throwing first, getting the closest.
Well,
good stuff.
Happy star frame to you boys. Let's get one on this hole, because this is going to be a lot more difficult. Hole 11, par 3, 120 meters, uphill, through a whole bunch of trees. You got a couple gaps to hit as you're flipping probably a fairway driver, maybe distance driver, up this gap, trying to land it flat. Too much angle as you land will get you huge flare skips on this ground. Tough hole. awesome birdie to get.
Just uphill 120 meters through the trees. Already so many things demanded from you off the tee. We see Jesse up first. Look at that.
Oh, baby.
Can it get full flight? Wow.
Oh, my gosh. That's awesome. Flip up, hits the last tree before the basket, but man, that was so clean.
That was super close to being parked again from Jesse if he were to beat that last one. We see Niklas here showing us the backhand turnover line.
Flippy disc. Wow. That was still riding Anheuser. Comes up a little short, but man.
That was a severe hyzer angle he released
Cool
on that
flight.
thing.
Yeah.
Up and over.
And Lauri, too much Anheuser on that disc. Kind of got it out flat, needed some hyzer angle.
It's tough to say, but it looked like he may have slipped off the tee. We just saw a little bit of him in the frame.
You could be right.
As we see Hjalte now.
No slouch in the distance department. Oh, yes.
He just laces it. That is so clean. Right up to that bullseye line. Beautiful display of accuracy and power there.
Yeah, that just looked like a soft little approach for him. Yeah.
Looks routine.
Hot dog. I saw you.
Hjalte, hot dog Jensen. Great throw there. Niklas now. Long birdie look.
Oh, that had heater on it all day. Looking good from downtown.
We see Lauri still with a lot of work left, only slightly closer than Niklas.
Too much nose up on that putt. Fades out early left. But he'll be there to tap in the par.
And Jesse at that last tree left with about a 10-11 meter putt.
Looks like
Great
11.
stuff. As he gives that little jumper. That's
Get
2
that.
for 2 for Jesse. And he was 4 through the last 4 on the front 9, so he's strung together 6 birdies now.
Yeah, he's getting it going now. That was right in the heart of the center of the chains. Gorgeous. Loving the putt.
I'm expecting Jesse to also master the forehand putt, please. So we see Hjalte tap in his birdie as well. Super close.
Oh, total tangent here, but I was recently at the Junior Worlds, and there was a child there that did forehand putt, and it was amazing. I'll say nonetheless. He was good at it too.
That's awesome. Look, circle 3. I'm no stranger to the forehand putt.
I love it.
Let's see.
All right, hole 12, par 3, 106 meters. Got a big left to right curve. Gonna have these guardians though on the left side. Normal thought would be sidearm, backhand Anheuser, but you gotta get something overstable on a big Annie angle and let it flex out real late in the flight. Otherwise, you're going to hit the guardians, you're going to be stopped early, and you're going to have an obstructed outside the circle look.
As we see Jesse, as always, going for that forehand.
And I will say those rules don't apply to Jesse.
Look, he makes it work, you know. That's what it's so fun about watching a specialty player, is that they might not utilize all the tools in their bag, but they're just so good with the one thing they can do that they really do figure out ways to make things work. As Jesse looked to be about edge of circle up there for his birdie.
Yeah, and you could see he came in and skipped in the bullseye and then just hit edge of circle. I mean, that was beautiful execution, finding a gap through the trees. Yeah, I can't say much more. That's why I say, for Jesse, what I said doesn't apply.
He breaks the rules. And I think for the backhand, you did nail it in round 1, that you have to force over the Anheuser out of the hand early and then catch some fade. The long turnover, really tricky to control. But Niklas was heading straight to the pin as he caught that very last tree.
But that's exactly the problem, is that he had the flippy disc He was only doing the Anheuser angle, coming in real hot, mind you, but caught the Guardians. And now he kicked way left.
Thought that might be that Justice from Lauri, but that did not look like the flight of a Justice, as he also connects with that tree and kicks out right. We got some long putts here left for all four of these guys.
Yeah, the flippy disc, it just... I mean, for Lauri, he actually had it pretty good control where it seemed like it was starting to come out. But again, yeah, just had just not enough angle on it to get him around the right side of the Guardians, and he just will have to lay up for par there.
And just a really tight and specific shape if you want to really park this one.
Cool
See,
hole.
Hjalte, I agree. See, snags that flag. We'll be close under there.
All right, Niklas from in the forest. Not so bad. Probably caught a tree to stop him, and he'll catch that birdie.
Stuff. That is a great putt to put himself to -4 for this round, keeping himself close to the leader, not letting Lauri catch too many strokes. He gets one back there. Niklas doing a great job to secure that chance. As we see Jesse now also for his birdie, to also get the lead over Niklas here. This would put Jesse to 15 under and 7 birdies in a row, so I'm not sure if he's feeling that momentum.
I don't know. With the start he had, he might be still kicking himself.
And something happens mentally when you just start birdieing every single hole. Sometimes you start to think like it's almost too easy, and you get inside your own head. But he's been playing phenomenally, so heads up to Nieminen to keep himself at 14 under here as the other players tap in their pars. Great job by Niklas to secure the lone birdie.
Surprising. Lone birdie with all those drives. Lucky number 13. Par 308 meters. Gonna have a soft left curve. Basically a straight shot, but backhand righties are going to look to flip something up softly and then let it fade ever so slightly and land nice and gentle on this right to left sloping green. Hard packed dirt, no grass, lots of skips, lots of roll potential. Tough green to land on.
Absolutely. We see Niklas lining up his big hyzer.
That looked really good, though.
That looked really nice. He just crested that corner, came in a little bit tight, but he's putting.
Yeah, just inside, catching the inside Guardian trees, moving him further left than he was going to be. This is a
needs
tough
to be
angle.
flippy.
Come on, boy.
Is he going to get enough distance? Look at it go. That's
what are you
insane.
doing, Jesse?
He's crazy, and I love it.
Out of control with these sidearm angles. Wow. Great flip up turnover. He's putting. Beautiful.
As we see Hjalte now, and I don't want to reduce this hole to a simple hyzer, but it really is a pretty stock right-handed backhand shape. And to see Jesse get all the way up there with that crazy flip over is just super impressive. Hjalte also looking like he has maybe edge of circle or slightly within for his birdie. Caught a bit of love on that back tree line. Lauri now.
Yeah, I'm going to slightly disagree with the stock backhand angle. As you can see, Lauri even had a semi-stock backhand angle here, and it always had hyzer. And that's the problem with this shot, is if you always have hyzer, you're going to fly down the hill.
And that's a fair point. You did see with that right to left sloping green, that hyzer landing really getting a huge skip. Very, very fair point. Lauri now for his long birdie look.
Does it matter?
Yeah. That's stock, Tony, okay?
That's a stock outside the circle and jamming it in dead center.
That
Come
is
on
good
now.
stuff. Look at that replay. Such a simple form. Little swing back of the knee, extension of the arm. Just so simple. Totally easy to replicate for him. That's good stuff.
Can you put the pressure on anymore? Like, oh, my out, guys? Let me just nail this putt here real quick. Oh, yeah. Looks like
it's
you're
me
up
up first?
next, Niklas.
Oh, that's
Okay.
fine.
Oh.
Look at this, though. Niklas
Niklas.
says, you got that circle too? Watch this.
From a knee just stretching out, outside the circle, low ceiling.
That is
Dude,
great stuff.
if there's one way to back up that putt, that's how you do it. And now the pressure's really on for the
I was
next
gonna
two.
say, I hate to be Hjalte right now. I think he's not that close.
Oh, man.
He's in a good spot.
Oh,
Great
all
putt.
right. That's how you do it, boy. And
Can
is
you
this going to
believe-
be a star frame?
I was gonna say the same thing. Can you believe with those drives, the potential for the star frame here? Come on, Jesse.
I would not have bet star frame on these 4 drives. I'm sorry.
I would not have bet that the one forehand is the closest one, but maybe that slight, balance out at the end to the right, fighting the hill, keeping
Gonna
you
say.
close.
The laws of normal disc golf don't apply to the essay. He just does whatever he feels like and does sidearm on all the backhand righty holes.
That was great. For a moment, it looked like Jesse made his putt and just walked away. Just left his putter in there.
I don't even need
just
that.
walk up.
It's for the fans.
Exactly. But he scoops it up really nice. As we look at this overhead shot, a horseshoe shape here.
Yes, the U hole. Hole 14, par 4, 170 meters. Got this 60 to 70 meter tee shot you need to execute with a left to right fade. Humongous left to right fade, mind you. Getting somewhere around here, hopefully further left than the drone's taking you, so you can line it up to this 80 to 90 meter second shot. Through some trees, left side has got some real nastiness to it. Tough birdie. I really don't know about U-shaped holes. I'm not so big fan.
It's an interesting dynamic because distance is suddenly no longer important other than to break the corner. So it really is, rather than trying to shape a straightforward shot, it's controlling how soon you hyzer out, which Niklas just displays perfectly and fades out right around that corner, gets a ton of distance around the U.
But he's still a little bit short from the sweet spot. It's almost, with these shots, it's like a sawed-off shot is the like most rewarded throw, and I don't really like that. I like clean golf.
That was some clean golf by Jesse. Does sneak
That
his
was
way behind
nice.
that tree, but he's getting a good shape there around the corner.
Yeah, just got that lucky roll to get him good 10 meters further to the left. Might open up his gap. Oh, that's way wide, though. That's not good from Hjalte. But he is safe. Caught some guardians. That's going to be for sure par at best.
We'll see Lauri now. You're right that the ones that look sawed off are the ones that end up being in the nicest spot in the fairway. Lauri takes it nice and wide and high, gets the second half of his flight to curl around the corner, and he has a good look. I might say that Lauri has a better lie than Jesse, who's further up just because of that tree. Lauri has opened up the gap by being a bit further back.
Yeah, I think Lowry's going to have to take the inside line to actually get to the basket. Oh, Hjalte, no.
Drills that tree with a forehand roller scramble. I think he can still contend for par with a really nice straddle forehand around that tree. Or backhand. You could go either
You
side.
are correct. I mean, he's in the position for a good drive at this point. So he can still get up and down, save the par. Lauri unfortunately catching some ceiling branches there. He'll be a bit short for his birdie.
Niklas in a great spot. Wide open gap.
Okay,
Beautiful little forehand flex. A lot of ground play potentially. Not really. He hit a root on that tree and it slowed him down nicely.
Okay.
He's up there.
Catch cam definitely showed that gap being much different than what it looks like now. As we can see, Jesse and Niklas both having pretty nice lies with fairly open approaches to the basket. They're both a little bit short, a little bit spread out to the sides, but nonetheless in the circle for birdie.
Oh, and no straddle needed for Hjalte here. But that is very low to the ground as he needed to get that one close to have a chance to putt for his par. He is looking at a very long putt to save and potentially a bogey here as you see him not super happy with that throw. Let's see if he can put it together. I mean, this would be a miraculous par save.
It sure would. He would really... it would really keep the confidence level up, but it's not like he's having a bad back nine. He just needs, he's just having a bad hole, but you can see it's bothering him.
Lauri for his birdie.
Ooh, no.
Just
commitment wasn't there.
Soft, yeah. You can see him also going over his shot there.
Well, with that, he should be losing a stroke to Jesse and Niklas.
Come on now, that's still a big putt.
I know, but come on, Jesse's been putting like a champ. Oh, sorry, Jesse. I was boosting
I think,
you.
Yeah, he would appreciate that you expect him to make that. Speaks volumes about his game so far, that he has been playing so clean. And Niklas now closest of the bunch for his birdie. There you go. He lost a stroke to Niklas at least, taking a good chance there to get one on the leader. He's 2 behind now.
That's right. Right where he started. 2 back from the leader. Lauri needs to keep it going. Get that cushion back. Hjalte here for bogey, correct?
I believe so.
There we go.
Solid save.
Yeah, exactly. Not what you want, but you're still 1 down. Still 4 to go. Can make something happen here.
No doubt, especially on this very attackable back 9. We see Lauri now to save his par.
There we go. Solid par save from Lauri.
Still sitting 6 under, and I believe bogey-free in his second round. Lauri doing a great job even when he doesn't connect with his lines exactly. Good job to scramble, put himself close, and make his putts.
Let's kick it into an open hole. Much different. Par 3, hole 15, 130 meters. Got the OB on the left side and these 4 trees in the middle of the fairway. Got some guardians on the right side as well, blocking the backhand righty hyzer. I could see sidearm, big sidearm shot maybe from Jesse. Rollers are definitely on the table here, or maybe a little bit of a Anheuser flex out shot. It's really how these guys feel they can most consistently execute that throw. Uphill angle, right to left slope. You could easily go OB.
Oh, and Niklas looking like he just wanted the pure hyzer. And, got way more distance than it looked like initially. He took a lot of branches down on that flight, but seems to have pierced right through.
Yeah, blasted right through those trees. I was not expecting that line whatsoever. Not your intended path, let's say.
Let's see what Jesse is shaping up now. Potentially a Big
I could
flex,
see that.
all right.
Yeah, flexor from Jesse around the right side of the
Wow.
trees.
That is
Flexing
so
back.
far.
That's
He's
a
throwing
big boy.
uphill 130 and going deep of the pin with forehand. That is serious stuff.
Yeah, that is serious stuff.
We see Lauri now. I'm guessing roller?
Looks turnover.
Oh, just a nice big
Nice
air
big
shot flex.
Annie. Holy cow.
These guys are bombers.
What are we watching here? Is this really 130 meters? My gosh.
Lauri just throwing a casual 140 there. Hjalte looking to match with that big long turnover flight.
Oh, hold on. Okay. He's safe. He hung that out way wide with that Anheuser.
That was, I think, over OB most of its flight.
Yes. Yes, I agree.
And Niklas up first. Little Anheuser jump putt approach. Wow,
Ooh.
gave it a decent bid.
Half go with that huge outside circle 2 jump putt. Oh, Hjalte, that looked right on line. Maybe just a little bit too late out of the hand.
And Hjalte really wearing his emotions on his sleeve. We see Lauri now from the knee. Goes a bit deep and snags a great birdie under those branches.
Awesome birdie. 7 down for the round. 3 to go. Let's see some double digits. I want to see it.
There we go. We got Jesse now.
Again, CTP with the sidearm.
He is something else. Let's see if he can execute on this putt and this birdie opportunity. About edge of circle. Maybe a bit within.
Cash. All day. Oh, yeah. You could see it out of the hand. He got the height on that putt. Right in the middle.
And he's now 4 under through the last 6 on this back 9.
And
really closing
tied
out
with
strong.
Niklas.
It's a good point.
We didn't even notice that. He's just been kind of steadily creeping on up. He's 3 back from the lead.
And Niklas now will just tap in his par after connecting with the tree on the first. Got a nice little approach and a stress-free 3 for him, keeping him at 16 under, tied with Jesse. As you mentioned, they are both 3 behind Lauri now. 3 holes to go as well. We'll see if they can try to close that gap.
All right, we will be taking a little bit of a walk to get over the 16.
So much better. Thank you.
Number 16, par 3, 120 meters yet again. Tunnel shot through the woods. Just pick your disc that's gonna go super straight, because that's what you gotta do here. Just get through the gap, get rewarded, get that birdie up on the green. Not much else you can do on this hole. One thing to worry about, be careful on that tee. She's a bit slippery.
We'll see these players try to keep it nice and tight. Good compact form. Jesse up first.
Ooh, not enough flip up. That's going to filter out. Oh, and gets a tree kick. He will have a few pieces of shrubbery in his way to get the birdie.
Lauri now, still the leader. As that seems to be turning, he will need to catch some fade if he wants to put it close. And looks like the trees maybe pushed him down deep circle 2.
Somewhere off to that right side. This should be Niklas's bread and butter. Holding strong, catching some fade. Nope. Last Guardians.
I think
Just need to hyzer in from those, and it's perfect.
the exact same tree that Lauri connected with.
I would agree.
And Hjalte now.
Ooh, that
Flips
looks
one up to
nice.
flat. That looks nice.
That looks like it. But again, the boy just got to calm down on that D.
He's got so much heat. He's just firing past everything today. His tee shots, his approaches. He is just ripping this plastic.
That's what, like waist high.
Foot off the ground the whole way.
150 meters in the end, just going outside the circle long on a 120-meter tunnel shot in the woods.
Good job
Big
by
arm
Jesse.
problems.
Big arm problems. Jesse getting right up there through the trees. We'll see Niklas try and do the same. Depending on how open, he might even have a long bid. I think Niklas is gunning for this one.
Oh, that looked good the whole way.
And
What
he
a
caught-
line.
What a line. From out in there, little straddle jumper. Connecting with metal, but just not enough to keep it in. Lauri now a similar distance, but out in the open.
Oh my gosh.
He replicates it nearly exactly.
They do have a nice tailwind. They're just lobbing it up real high in the air, just letting the wind push it forward. And man, they're getting some good runs on the disc.
Two great bids from way far out. Hjalte now also not too close, but laser beam.
There we go, Hjalte. Just slamming it in there from outside the circle deep. Going 2 down for the round now. Getting
Yes.
it done.
He has a fun putt to watch. Just tons of spin. Jesse right up there, easy 3. And it will be the same for Niklas and Lauri here. Just a few steps away.
And we do have, what, a couple 8 downs? Got a 7 from Lauri.
6
We could
there from
see.
Niklas.
Still have chances for double digits. My hopes are alive still. As we get to hole 17, 90-meter downhill par 3. Just a soft approach shot. You're gonna really need to control your speed on this shot, control the spin. As we come into the green here, you can see the downhill slope increases and the basket is elevated. Putts are going to be a problem if you're short. Got that huge death putt. Can have a lot of work to do if you miss the basket.
We got Hjalte now jumping into the box. First off the tee. He's got a
looked
nice
like-
straight shot. Maybe a little slip. And
Yeah, he seemed
as
like
he
he
does,
had some trouble.
he fires long of the green, of course, as he is one to do, but beautiful
Yes.
kick back. Keeps himself close.
Yeah, he seemed like he slipped a little bit on the tee. Wasn't so happy, but I'd be happy with that.
Great result, no doubt. Jesse with what looks to be a putter or mid-range. Nice little 90-meter downhill. Brings it in softly.
Yeah, with Jesse, that's a for sure putter. I mean, park job central.
Lauri also opting for the forehand here. But not quite flipping it up enough. And he fades out. Oh,
Ooh. Whoa. That was going real deep. Good tree stop there. Long of the basket. He's going to have some work to do, though. That might have lots of obstruction there.
oh, but look at this from Niklas.
Sit. Yeah. Oh, hitting the tree at the most opportune moment.
Super smooth by Niklas there.
Wow.
Lauri putting first. Tricky hyzer putt, looks like. You think he's running
look
it?
at all that. Oh, yeah, for sure.
Oh,
What?
cashes
No,
it.
he did not.
A Let's take a look at this replay. Much straighter throw than it looks like from our
Yeah,
angle.
but look at all those little branches in his way. He had to like just navigate one line through all those little branches.
And there you go, Tony. He is 20 down now.
Get some, boy.
Great stuff. As Hjalte also just popping it right in. Good trees as a backstop for his tee shot. We see Jesse also nice and close up next.
Wait. Birdie frame? Is that what I'm seeing here? Another star frame? Come on, yes. Jesse's got to do it. Oh, I did not
You put the
say
pressure
that.
on him, Tony.
I'm sorry. Oh, man. That's what I get. That's what I get.
Jumped
All
ahead
right.
a little bit. And Niklas now for his birdie. Closest of the bunch. Right up there, but with a slightly elevated basket. Make sure to give it the height. And he puts that in nicely. He is now 7 under for round 2. And 3 strokes behind Lauri. He does with that as well jump 1 ahead of Jesse at 16 under, who is also 8 down in the round. Really good stuff.
Well, the battle is still on. This is heated as ever. We come into the final hole, 18, par 3, 112 meters. Huge water carry. For these guys, I'm sure that's not a big deal, though. Problem here will be coming into the green. We have this right or left to right fading slope going towards the water. Control your hyzer angle as you come in here. Want to stick it, land it, no rollaways.
And a really beautiful hole to close us out here. Beautiful lush course here in Aegviidu, Estonia. It's been a pleasure to watch these guys play here. We see Hjalte up first. Today, slightly drier conditions might get a little bit more ground play on that hill. Sloping left to right, as you mentioned. If they do the big hyzer angle, it should come in pretty perpendicular to that slope and then sit down nicely. That is super wide by Hjalte. We'll see if he can swing it back in soon enough. Oh, yeah.
Wow. Okay. Little long, but that's his MO.
Our leader, Lauri, now.
Oh, controlling the distance with the height, but is that too far left?
Looks like he stuck it.
He stuck it in there. That's in the circle. 8 meters, 9 meters. Downhill putt, though.
And I do love the design of this hole because, if we're being honest, with the height and the hyzer that shapes so naturally, the lake doesn't really ever come into play unless you grip lock it or throw it super low, but it's definitely in your head. For this man, though, it might come into play as he's going to be fading right at the end.
I'm just going to say CTP.
I wouldn't put it past him as he rides the wind. Super straight flight.
All right, maybe not CTP, but still a great shot nonetheless with the sidearm. Maybe just outside the circle, but putting uphill, tailwind. These guys all have a shot to get one last birdie.
And Jesse up first to put himself to 17 down. Oh, just a bit right. Very nice height, though. And he sits himself right behind the basket for a tap-in par.
Those putts, it's almost better. Either hit the chains or hit nothing. Oh, Lauri just low on the putt, catching the front cage, but it does sit down.
Great putt by Hjalte there. Lauri did have quite a downhill putt. Some players opt to drop to a knee to try and level it out. But he does just go a little bit low and not quite make it. Perhaps
Looks
a little
to
bit
be
of
CTP here.
Yeah,
so.
a bit of CTP action. Niklas checking who's the closest.
Checking some distances as he put it right by the pin. Oh, he thinks
Oh,
he's
yeah.
got it. He thinks he's... Or maybe not.
Oh, maybe not. And lead
Okay.
card, these guys should...
He's just taking it with. He's a nice boy.
There you go. Last card of the day. Good responsible move by him. Help out the TDs. As we wrap up round 2, really great stuff here. Some good conditions. Lauri going to 20 under through rounds 2, averaging 10 under a round through 18. Niklas at 18 under. Jesse at 16 under and Hjalte 13. These guys with a strong finish here and beautiful round.
Yeah, not to mention Niklas 6 down on the back 9. Whoa.
As we take a look through 18 here, Lauri still holding the lead, but Hina Rudna 11 down, hot round. He's
Hot dog.
18. Tied with Niklas. We see in 4th Jesse tied with Rasmus Metsama, both at 16 down, with round 3 up for grabs and only a 2-stroke lead. Anything could happen. We'll see if Lauri can maintain his dominance here. Tony, it was a pleasure.
It was an absolute pleasure. I can't wait to see final round. Be sure to like and subscribe, guys.
There you go. See you on round 3. Bye-bye.
Take care.